Hey guys, I'm Jason X, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Super Robot Chogokin Gokaioh. So, hare ni ikuse! Alright guys, so here we have the Super Robot Chogokin Gokaioh. And man, I love Gokaioh. It's one of my favorite Super Sentai series, like a lot of people. It's just that good. Now, I've been getting a couple of these Super Robot Chogokins, and when I got Gokaioh, I had to get this one. So let's go ahead and get this cracked open. You can see it comes on a nice clamshell, but let's take a look at the box that it comes in. Super Robot Chogokin. There's a nice shot of Gokaioh there. He is Tabashi Nation's, a Bandai product. Top, you gotta look at Gokaioh. Side view. On the back, the multitude of things that he can do and pose and whatnot. And on the bottom, a color shot of Gokaioh. So, anyway. So yeah, on a nice plastic shell. You can see you got some cannons over here. You've got the figure, but well, you got some cannon balls over there that will attach to the figure in various ways. So, while I was at it, I can go ahead and crack this puppy open at the time. So, anyway, we get it out of the package, and we are greeted again with a very nice representation of Gokaioh. Very heavy in the legs. This one actually seems a little bit lighter than Gokaioh was, but man, look at this figure. I mean, check out the head sculpt there. Very nice. Pirate hat is well represented. You can see the ships. Well, the ship and the jet, the Gokai jet, the Gokai race car, the sub, the trailer. So yeah, really nice. Love the paint detail on this guy. And these are all die-cast metal in the legs. There's a little bit up in the torso. But yeah, not as much as Gokaioh had though. Very good posability, design work. I love this thing. I hate that this is like the last one I got. And Gokaioh is my favorite series. I mean, my first was Daijujin, so anyway, yeah, just great design, very nice and shiny, lots of posability. And we can go ahead and knock that out right now. So posability, you've got the feet are on these joints. They can rock back and forth both sides. As you can see, there is a cut over here that puts in a permanent A stance, and it's on both feet. So yeah, when you have these fully in, because they will extend down about yay far. Same thing with the other side. So you can get a couple more posing options. You can get them kind of standing straight. It's just that when I stand him, it seems like his left leg is a little too long. I don't understand what's up with Luca over here. Well, that could just be me. Now, I will say that he seems a little bit out of proportion, and I don't like these hands here, how they're kind of angled in. I don't like that, but it was on the figure, the DX version, so we'll just go ahead and move on with it. So, you got double jointed knees. It's yellow on the inside there. You got ball jointed hips, and they are die cast as well. And they'll go twist at the thigh, and you got the ball joint there. All the flaps will come up to make way, and you've got double hinges on the flaps underneath here. The back is not hinged though, so keep that in mind. This is hard and it won't move. So we got these little scabbards on his hips right here. They don't move. They will pop off though. They're just on clips. So don't be worried if you pop that off, because the first time I did, I kind of gasped because, you know, didn't want to break this thing. At the waist, you've got a rotation, and you can pull it up, and you can get a torso joint. And there's a plastic piece in there that kind of fleshes it out. It kind of moves up and down as you move the figure. The arms are on ball joints, but they are a little bit limited. You can get up here and down, but not that much, and they'll rotate back and forth. The arms, it looks like they're single joints if you bend it this way, but if you pull it down, you'll see there's an extra joint in there, so you actually got two of them, but you can't get much else out of there. I thought this was a joint here, but as you can see, there's no pin going through there. It's strictly right here. And there's the same thing with the other side. So you can only like go this 90 degrees, and even if you collapse it, I mean, you can still got like 45, so you're not gaining much. Also, his pauldrons up here are hinged for posability. The wrists, like I said, they're very angled out, and you can pull them straight off of the figure. But if you look, they kind of, on the inside joint here, they actually extend, let's see, they extend out just like a little bit. But yeah, you can just take the fists off, of course, so you can change out the hands, and he does have a couple of hands in here. And we'll go ahead and get to those accessories. So coming in the box, you do have his two cutlasses. One has the guard on it, one doesn't. Very nicely represented. You can push this one through the hand, and this one, you have to take this part off. And you'll see there's a little pin here. Be careful with this, because I've seen some people break this trying to work with this. You just pull it on and off, and it's got a little groove in there inside the handguard into the hilt. So just be careful of that. It does come with two extra sets of hands, none of which we'll be using. I don't use any of the hands except for Decorobos. But he does have two fists. One is blue like the Gokaioh jet, and one is just black for the race car. And he has two open hands. Now, also, he has a little stand here that will accommodate a figure art stand. So you just knock him over. And I haven't tried this, actually. So, oh, there it is. See, there's a groove right here. And you just kind of push this in there. And there he's got a stand, and you can just put any figure art stand in there. And of course, this is my room, so there's got to be one nearby. I mean, heaven forbid I actually bring one out for the review. Don't know why I didn't think of that, but we'll use magnet states from Forza here. So if you got your figure art stand, you just plug it in there. And there you go. Now, you got to make sure it's one with a really tight joint, though, because this thing is heavy. So keep that in mind. You might need to tighten up the screws on this, but you can get it right up there. It's up his butt. And, you know, you can get some crazy space poses, because he does do that on the show quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and pull that back out. And just so you're not a liar, I'll go ahead and put his swords in his hands. Now, like I said, they can clip to the sides here. Both sides. I'll go ahead and throw that in his hands. Just make sure you're putting it through straight, because these are thin little handles. You don't want to bust them. Take this one off. And I hope my phone doesn't buzz again during this review. Anyway, those go in there, and there you've got some nice sword poses. Now, I didn't get the one that had the little blue energy effects that go on there, and I kind of regret that, but, you know, it's something I'll get later on. So yeah, those look really nice, and this is where I said the problem with the hands comes in, because they kind of look awkward, just a little bit, but you can get some really neat poses out of it, and you get the classic cross sabers, or cutlasses. You can just see his face coming through there. So yeah, this is a really nice figure. I do like it. I like it. So let's go ahead and take his swords out of his hand, because we're going to go ahead and take a look at just a few more effects he comes with. So he also comes with his cannon for the Gokaioh Starburst, which has this little effect that goes right onto the front of there, so boom! And that's nice. I like how the smoke's going off. You got the blast effect there. And I just want to dump him out. He has these little cannonballs that attach on the inside of the vehicles and all the legs, so that you can make him feed the cannonballs up into there. Now, this takes a little bit of time to put everything on, so we're just going to speed things up a bit. And there you have him in Gokaioh Starburst right here, doing his finishing move that he did on the first few episodes, and we really never saw it again. Also, the wheel does turn in the back. I don't know why I didn't mention that, because it does do that on the show. It kind of locks right there. But yeah, you can see the cannonballs in there. All the flaps come open, and you can put them in there. And when you're done, the legs, since they kind of sit very far in, you can just push this button in the back and pop it right out. Now, he does have one more accessory, which we covered with Gokaioh. So we're going to go ahead and get, well, I kind of covered this with Gokaioh. Let me show you guys. So yeah, you have this little patch striker that came with him, and it will combine with the Gokaioh. So once again, let's speed things up. And here you have the Gokaioh with the Patch Striker add-on. Now I just popped that leg piece out. Now he did come with some extra pieces for the arms. These actually did not come off of the vehicle. They came inside the Gokaioh. But yeah, just so you didn't have to break that up. And last but not least, he does have the little pistols that came with it, and it goes to the front of the Patch Striker. You just kind of put that in, and there's two tabs in here, and you just slide it in. And same thing with the other side. And you just drop it across the table like I did. And then you can kind of put that in the same hands that you use for his swords, which the name of them escapes me at the moment. Now here's where that unusual hand style comes in, because if you look, he's holding it straight on, but he's pointing it in. So you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit, or just tilt the guns in for him to actually aim them straight on. So yeah, that's one reason I thought the fists were not so great. And I just popped that leg piece off again. I kind of wish they had found some way to angle that off, but hey, that's what they did with the DX figure, so yeah. Anyway, a little bit more speeding up. Alright, overall this is a really great figure. The die-cast and craftsmanship on it are very good. Now there are some flaws with this figure, and I will go ahead and compare him to the Gokaioh as we close this out. Just kind of looking at him. So yeah, Gokaioh was a really great figure. This one still is, but I think it's mainly because I really like Gokaioh, and this is, this is kind of my jam right here. So, your mileage may vary, but I do like this figure. I don't like that you do have to get another robot to get the other pieces, which I did, and they were a little disappointing. But still, Gokaioh is pretty nice, and a welcome addition to the shelf next to Daijujin and Gokaioh. I guess I'm going to have to get Samurai-O and Magic King soon. But anyway, guys, I'm Jason X for SCNS Live. Make sure you're watching this week when SCNS Live comes back Thursdays at nights at 8 p.m. Central. And check out cinelinks.com. But until next time, guys, I will catch you later.